Good morning and welcome to a very exciting day, the Merchants Topping Off Ceremony. It's a very exciting day and I'm thrilled to welcome you. My name is Rebecca Marsh and I am the Marketing and Communications Director for Merchants. You know, today is a celebration of yet another milestone for our company. Historically, a topping off ceremony is meant to signify the moment where the highest structural element, in our case, the final beam that you see behind me here, that is appropriately painted Merchants Green, if you didn't notice that. So, but that moment where that final beam is placed in the structure. So today represents the completion of most of the framing of this project. This is a ceremony that dates back thousands of years where a tree is placed on top of the building to symbolize various ancient rituals. However, as the tradition has passed down from generation to generation, the meaning and the symbolicness has changed a little bit, but now it's an event to symbolize the work, although not yet complete, is a work well done for sure. Today is also a time to give thanks. Thanks to those who have been involved in this project, who have made this project possible. And that includes each and every one of you that are here today with us. So today we have members of our board of directors who were able to join us today, as well as some very special VIPs, some dignitaries. We have the mayor of the city of Carmel is here today, who's going to speak with us. And so in just a few moments, I'm going to invite different groups to come up and you're going to be able to sign the beam before it's actually placed in its final location in the structure. Following Mayor Brainerd coming up to speak after we've placed all the signatures, we're going to hear a few thoughts from Mike Petrie. He's going to come up and address the group as well. And finally, when we conclude the ceremony, I will tell you, after we hear from Mike, we are going to ask everyone to move back, away from the building. We're going to move out here into the street area because we do need to be very clear from the beam and the crane that will lift the beam up to the top of the building, which if you look up, guys, you can see there's a missing spot up there in the building, and so that's where that beam will be placed with all of your signatures. All right, and at the conclusion of the ceremony, we're going to invite you to stay for some grilled goodies that have been so generously provided by Dillon Construction here for us today. We also have some veggie sandwiches, if that's your thing too, so we've got that for you. So what do you say? I think it's time to get this party started, right? We need to get some signatures on this beam. So at this time, I would like to invite our members of our board of directors, if you are here today, as well as our executive officers to come forward, as well as the mayor and any city officials that are here with us today to come up, and we're going to get our first signatures on the beam. At this time, any of our employees who are here, feel free to make your way up, find a pen, and sign the beam. Okay, at this time, I would like to welcome the mayor of the city of Carmel, Jim Brainerd, to begin coming forward. And as he's coming, first of all, let's welcome him for coming and appreciate him for being here today. And as he's coming, I've been kind of circulating to get this word out here, that we also, in addition to signing the beam, we also have a second Merchants flag, like the one that you see back here on the beam, and we would like all employees to sign that as well. So before you leave here today, after our ceremony concludes, make sure that you've made your way over there to have your signature on the flag as well. So we have something frameable as a keepsake. So. Okay. Yep. And so we're ready for you, Mayor. If you want to come on up, come on up.
Thanks, Rebecca. Isn't this exciting?
Yes.
It was 20 years ago that people in Carmel said they wanted a downtown. We knew the Art and Design District, what back then we called Old Town, wasn't big enough, so the city started to redo that area through a series of public-private partnerships where we took the increase in tax revenue for new buildings, used it to support loans for infrastructure and parking garages and new streets and sewer systems. Then we went out and did the same thing at our city center for 88 acres where the Palladium is today. So those were our first two redevelopment districts, and we thought it'd be nice if those were connected. So this area, what we were calling Midtown, every building you see here is a public-private partnership where the city has sat down and negotiated an agreement with a private sector partner. We get great architecture. We use the increase in tax revenues to build beautiful streets and public infrastructure. And we just received a report from Indiana University's School of Public Policy that shows that our growth in our redevelopment areas is far outpacing growth in the rest of Hamilton County even. Business Insider magazine just a few weeks ago named downtown Carmel as one of the 3 economic powerhouses in the United States. That was a surprise. But we're excited about what's happening. We're particularly excited about Merchants Bank moving their headquarters right here in downtown Carmel. So it's a great day to celebrate. You're gonna ride by and see that green beam until it's covered up. That's gonna be fun. I wanna thank everybody for coming and joining the celebration as well. It's an exciting time in Carmel, Indiana to see this brand new, beautiful city take shape. Thank you for being our partner.
Thanks, Mayor. Glad to have you here. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. You know, we're going to replace that green beam with the big green M once we're done, so you can see that all over the city. My name is Mike Petrie, and I'm chairman of Merchants Bancorp. Merchants is a $3.8 billion bank headquartered in Carmel, Indiana. Merchants Capital, a subsidiary of Merchants Bancorp, is a multifamily banking company that generally originates over $1.7 billion a year and services over $8.8 billion. We have over 225 people that work for us, and we plan to make this our corporate headquarters. It's a 125,000 square foot building on 5 floors, and we're going to have a branch on the first floor just to the right as you walk in the door. Merchants Bank is one of the top places to work in Indiana. We've done that for 3 years in a row as determined by the Indiana Chamber of Commerce. We are the top performing, #1 performing bank in all of the state of Indiana, determined by S&P Global. And there's a reason for that. The reason is our mission. We have a mission for our company, which is we are to be the #1 bank employer of choice through training and education and empowering our valued employees to execute on behalf of our customers to build long-term relationships. We believe this building and location will help and allow our employees to excel to build those relationships. I want to thank Mayor Brainerd and the City of Carmel and the councilors that are here for their support in our partnership that brought this building to this location. Our development partner who's helping to build, we have a garage going up across the street that we'll be having access to. That's Barrett Stokely, Brian Barrett, Rex Barrett, Tom Mariani. I want to thank our contractor, Dale Dillon. Where's Dale? He's right there. He's doing a great job. We're on time. Dale's guys are Chad Garrett and Audie Tarpley. Our architect, Dan Moriarty. Dan, Studio M, they're doing a great job on this. And then some of our subs, Wilhelm, who's done the concrete, D&K Block, who's put all those blocks up, Steel Services Inc., who's put up the steel, and then Glenmark Framing, and they're doing the framing in the back now. You see we have framing going on. And I'd also like to thank our attorneys at Wood McLaughlin, Tom Dinwiddie and Jenny Shoup, for all they've done for us. Jenny was now kind of on both sides. She helped us on the bond side with the city, with Carl Haas, and now she's working with Wood McLaughlin and on our side with some of the agreements we have left to do. And last but not least, I want to thank one individual who's really made it possible for us to develop this building, and that's my dear friend, Walter Freihofer, our development manager. Where's Walter? Walter, thank you very much. Walter's going to manage the building once it's complete. He'll also do the leasing. So we're looking forward for a long-term relationship there. I will tell you, Mayor, that when we move here, it's going to be kind of great for some of our staff because we'll have a mortgage there that we can inspect. We have a mortgage on Carmel Main Street. We have a mortgage on City Center. So we have a lot of mortgages down in the center of Carmel that we'll be able to inspect on a regular basis. So I want to thank all you guys because you're the ones that made it possible. We're going to have a great environment to work together in. So thank you, and let's get this beam on the top now. Thank you. One last thing, OSHA would not let me write it up, but I wanted to do that.
Okay. So at this time, if we're ready, I am going to instruct everyone who is standing here to head that way, okay, to get clear of the beam. And then once the beam is put in place, we'll ask you to come back, okay? So, but for now, let's all move out that way. Isn't this exciting? That was super fun to watch, super fun to be a part of. There is one additional group of individuals that we want to recognize and we want to thank here today. And on behalf of Dale Dillon, who asked me to say a few words, but can we just appreciate all of our trade workers who are working very hard at getting us where we are today and working on this project. Can we just appreciate all of them? A ton of hard workers out here. And so, in the months to come, as the building is going to near completion, of course, these folks are working tirelessly. So, well, as I mentioned earlier, Dillon Construction, who have graciously offered to provide lunch for you all, have done so, and you are all welcome to stay for food. I'm not sure where we're at from the catering perspective, but over here there are tables and chairs set up so that you can help yourself, like I said, to some grilled goodies. I think there's some burgers and some brats and some hot dogs over there to help yourself. And for those of our vegetable eaters, I do have some veggie sandwiches for you as well. So feel free to browse over there, and feel free to help yourself to some food when it's ready. And also, do not forget to sign the flag. If you have not signed the flag that's over on the table, we want you to do that as well. All right, thank you all for coming. We appreciate you for being here. We appreciate everything that you do to make our company a great place to work, and we look so forward to our future here in our new headquarters home. Thank you, guys.